In the quiet of the night, when the world slumbers beneath a blanket of stars, a clock in heaven begins to move. Its hands sweep silently, ticking toward an hour unseen by mortal eyes. Midnight, a time when eternity pauses to observe the choices of men. When the divide between the wise and the foolish becomes impossible to ignore. Few hear the toll. Fewer still understand it. Yet, in that sacred hour, everything shifts. The air vibrates with invisible power. Angels fold their wings and hold their breath. Somewhere, in the hearts of humanity, a subtle tremor begins, the kind that awakens the soul, calling it to remember. And in the echo of that divine strike, lives that once seemed ordinary are forever transformed. Beneath the canopy of the night sky, the world carries on, unaware. Shepherds tend their flocks under the silver glow of the moon. Scholars bend over scrolls by flickering oil lamps, their minds occupied with human knowledge. Children sleep, clutching worn blankets, dreaming in colors they cannot name. Yet, above them, the celestial realm watches, moving according to rhythms they cannot perceive. The wise sense it not with eyes, but with hearts attuned to the divine whisper. They pause, listen, and wait, and the foolish? They press forward, blind to the silent warning, believing the night will stretch endlessly, untouched by consequence. The first reflection arises quietly. Perhaps in our own lives, the ticking of heaven's clock is present. Every choice, every hesitation, every whispered prayer or ignored prompt, all of it matters. And maybe we are more connected to eternity than we dare to imagine. Conflict grows like a shadow over the city. A metropolis once radiant with faith now rests under complacency. Its leaders speak of ambition, commerce, and reputation, and ignore the eternal truths embedded in their own souls. Streets hum with life, yet a silent spiritual decay creeps through every corner. A child cries for guidance, unheard. A mother prays in hushed desperation, her heart trembling with questions she cannot voice. And each act, each word, tilts the balance of unseen scales. Then the unseen forces stir. Fallen angels, brilliant yet void of true light, gather where shadows congregate. They whisper doubt into eager ears, stir envy in hearts longing for approval, and tempt even the wise with subtle distractions. Their brilliance is striking, their cunning precise, yet their power cannot stop what is set in motion. The wise perceive the pattern, recognizing the tolling of the invisible clock, and prepare to face the coming revelation. The foolish? They continue, wrapped in the comfort of ignorance, their path leading unknowingly towards separation. In the small village nearby, a humble carpenter works late into the night. His hands, worn and calloused, shape wood with care, yet his mind is restless. He pauses, listening to a whisper in his spirit he cannot fully understand. Prepare, it says. The hour draws near. He glances at the moon, sensing more than the night could reveal. Perhaps this is his moment, the point where obedience and fear meet. Perhaps the midnight toll is already reaching him. Farther away, a scholar poring over ancient texts feels a sudden clarity, an illumination of what had long been hidden in scripture. Words leap off the page, forming patterns, connections, and warnings previously unseen. A realization dawns. The separation is not of chance. It is deliberate, orchestrated, measured, eternal. And even now, before the first chime sounds, choices are being made that will echo into forever. Pattern interrupt, a sudden shift. Across the heavens, a luminous river flows. Angels moving information, unseen by human eyes, delivering messages and judgment. Light cascades into the darkness, illuminating those who listen and blinding those who resist. The sound is not of bells or instruments, but of divine resonance, a frequency that touches the soul. And in that sound, the story of every human life is written and reviewed, a record of obedience, defiance, and everything in between. Reflection moment. Perhaps we too have heard such resonance in our lives, in the quiet moments when nothing seems to happen, yet our hearts are moved. And perhaps that is the lesson of midnight, that the unseen has power over the seen. and eternity acts in silence before it manifests in consequence. Back in the city, a young woman prays quietly in the shadows of her home. She knows not why her heart is restless, only that it is. Her faith is simple but pure, a candle flickering against the darkness. And in that flicker, a spark of wisdom ignites. She does not yet comprehend the divide she will witness, but the alignment of her soul with truth grants her a place on the side of light. Meanwhile, others, busy with fleeting pursuits, laugh at warnings, dismiss signs, and ignore their own intuition. The divide grows, invisible yet undeniable. A subtle tension builds. The night thickens, and the hour approaches. Angels gather, watchers poised, instruments of divine purpose ready. Time itself seems suspended, as though the universe holds its breath. The climax approaches. Midnight. The toll reverberates through the unseen realm and subtly through the world below. A luminous pillar of presence pierces the earth and sky, blinding and revealing in equal measure. The wise feel a clarity that illuminates their path and choices. They remember the warnings, the quiet nudges, the whispers in dreams and intuition. They step forward in faith, hearts steady, eyes fixed on eternal truth. The foolish awaken too, but it is too late to reclaim the paths they ignored. Their separation is palpable. Though unseen by mortal eyes, the world feels the change. A subtle shift in air, a trembling in spirit, a weight pressing upon the soul. Heaven's mercy and justice dance together, perfect and unyielding, balancing the scales that human hearts cannot fully measure. Resolution flows like a gentle river. Those aligned with wisdom walk forward, strengthened by insight and courage. They understand that life's true value is not in wealth, status, or fleeting pleasure, or in obedience, faith, or listening to the divine call. The separated are not abandoned. Patience and grace endure beyond human understanding. Even in the divide, the invitation remains, to recognize, to awaken, to step toward the light. Reflection moment. Every choice we make, every hesitation, every act of courage or surrender resonates in the eternal halls. The ticking of heaven's clock is always present, and its chime calls not only the world but the heart of each listener. Will we respond before the toll is complete? Across time and space, angels resume their silent watch. The human world, largely unaware, carries on. But in the hearts of the wise, understanding blooms like a hidden flame. For eternity is not distant. It is woven into each breath, each thought, each act of love or defiance. The hidden separation is not just a story of distant souls, but a reflection of every life, every choice, every silent moment when eternity calls. The night, now deep and solemn, carries both warning and promise. And in the silence after midnight, a question lingers. Will we hear the call before the next toll? Will we recognize the hidden rift and choose to step into light? When heaven's clock strikes midnight, the invisible divide is revealed, separating wisdom from folly, light from darkness, obedience from neglect. Eternity whispers through every heartbeat, through every silent prayer, through every moment of stillness. May we walk in awareness, listen when the world is quiet, and heed the subtle nudges that lead toward light. For in that eternal hour, the choices we make echo beyond time. And the hidden separation is not punishment, it is revelation.